Good morning, good afternoon, or for us, good evening, as we're under the night lights of Jeddah. The floodlights are on and so is the pressure here at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The formation lap gets underway here in Saudi Arabia, and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure their car's ready for the battle as the lights go out. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. P12, you got P12. Stroll ahead. They're on fresh mediums. Gasly's behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader, 5.9 seconds. And that's 13 laps now until your pit window's open. And that's 49 laps to go. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Come on, you can win that place back. Ocon is ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap, 1:36.3. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Okay, Russell's ahead. And gap to the car in front, 2.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. Your last lap time, 1:35.3. We're falling back by around 1.2 seconds a lap. Come on. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:34.2. You're in the top 10 now, keep it up. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.6 seconds. Okay, gap ahead, 2.1 seconds.
My God.
Gap to your teammate behind, 4.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 18th. Time last lap, 1:36.4. Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.2 seconds. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap. P10, you're currently in P10. That's Russell just ahead. Push for the position. They're on fresh mediums. That's Stroll behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Our gap to first place, 5.0 seconds. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps time. 43 laps to go. Lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up. Okay, Ollie, Russell's ahead of you now. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push. Shift the angle of the front wing to the -1 setup, moving the front wing to -1 on your next stop. Okay, Russell's ahead. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:35.8. Okay, so you're gaining by 8 tenths. 8 tenths. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. P9, you're running P9, keep going. It's Hamilton ahead. They're on fresh mediums. Russell behind. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 3.2 seconds. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. All right, mate, that's 39 laps to go. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 15.8 seconds. Car ahead starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Box, we're coming in this lap. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time now. Okay, we had an issue attaching the left rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race. You only have to stop once now, one stop left. This is our true position. They've pitted as well, so warm up your tyres and get down the road. Okay, P15. You're in P15. Sainz ahead. They're on fresh softs. Bottas is behind you. They're on old mediums. Pit window opens in 19 laps time. 19 laps. Okay, there are 35 laps left in this race. This This is our true position. We're on the same strategy. They've pitted as well as us, so warm up your tyres and make the most of this stint. Gap to your teammate behind, 1.8 seconds. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Ricardo ahead. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 18 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time, 1 minute 36.7. Okay, so you're gaining by around 0.6 a lap. Car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Time last lap, 1:37.0. Good job, nice overtake. Leclerc is ahead of you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:36.6. Okay, Ollie, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. Let's try and close up the difference between them. Okay, mate, time of that last lap, 1:34.1. Sat in P8, well done. Perez ahead. They're on fresh softs. That's Sainz behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. The Distance to the leader, 22.0 seconds. Pit window opens in 12 laps time. 12 laps. Okay, 28 laps to go. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.9 seconds. Car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound. Okay, Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits. You only have to stop once now, one stop left. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 2.8 seconds. The fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 33.9. Gap to your teammate behind, 36.8 seconds. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Your last lap time, 1:34.4. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Norris has just put in the fastest lap of the race so far. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.9 seconds. Okay, that last lap, 1 minute, 34.3. Okay, you've got P5, P5. It's Perez ahead of you. Okay, they're on old softs. Leclerc is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader, 8.0 seconds. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. 21 laps to go. The gap to the car in front is less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone. Lando ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. Time last lap, 1:34.1. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap. Right, keep pushing. You're gaining on the car ahead. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Leclerc behind. They're on old mediums. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:34.6. lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Okay, last lap, 1:34.0. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, Ollie, picking your moments to use ERS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it, please. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Caution! Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. In this lap, push now. Okay, clear.
Mate, no power.
Stop the car, please, on track, Max. Stop the car, please.
What a fucking choke all the fucking time with this shit, honestly. Ah.
Okay, remember to pit this lap. Okay, go! Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 7, 7th place. Alonso's ahead of you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Perez behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Our gap to first place, 18.8 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus. Tyre condition still looking good. And gap to the car in front, 2.5 seconds. Alonso ahead. Okay, gap ahead, 2.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 13 laps old. Your last lap time, 1 minute 34.3. Okay, unlucky mate, that wasn't quite what we needed, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down and chin up, there's a long way to go. Hamilton's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. Time last lap, 1:34.2. Right, you're closing in by around 1.4 seconds a lap. catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. You're currently in P3. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, gap to leader, 16.0 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Okay, gap to the car in front, 7.3 seconds. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Piastri's ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 7.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 11 laps old now, and the time last lap, 1 minute 33.7. Right, you're closing in by around 1.4 seconds a lap. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're currently 17th place. Your last lap time, 1:35.2. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.9 seconds. Piastri ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 13 laps old. Time last lap, 1:33.7. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Perez is behind you. And the time last lap, 1:33.7. Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres. Okay, you've got P3. P3, well done. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. They're on old mediums. Perez behind. They're on old mediums. The distance to the leader, 10.8 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds. Piastri's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front, 2.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 16 laps old. Your last lap time, 1 minute 33.9. Good job, you're gaining by a full second a lap at the moment. You're currently in P3. Piastri ahead. They're on old mediums. Perez is behind you. Okay, a full lap separates you now. Okay, so gap to the leader, 8.8 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Yes, boys!
Yes, yes, come on, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive, thank you.
Thanks a lot. The car was a beast today.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.